After 5 hours of deliberation, it was a not guilty verdict for a man on trial for capital murder. Eduardo Torres no longer facing life in prison. He was accused of being the getaway driver in the murder of a 21-year-old man. Erica Hernandez with how his defense was able to win this case.
During closing arguments today, defense attorneys wanting to make sure the jury understood that Eduardo Torres had nothing to do with the crime. That crime, the robbery and shooting death of 21-year-old Nathan Valdez. Valdez was walking near a bus stop off South Presa when he was robbed and shot by Torres' brother Leonard, who has since taken a plea deal in this case.
You have the power within your hands to convict a man to life without parole, but you do not have the power to convict the killer. That has not been placed within your hands. Instead, the killer gets special treatment for throwing his brother under the bus.
The special prosecutor on the case tried to show the jury it didn't matter what role Eduardo Torres had, he was still just as responsible.
You heard a lot of evidence. And at the end of the day, there's only one ultimate conclusion you can come to. There's no reasonable doubt in this case that Eduardo is guilty of capital murder.
In the end, that argument didn't matter, and Eduardo Torres was found not guilty. Meanwhile, his brother Leonard will be sentenced on a later date, and that plea deal is for 45 years. He must serve half before eligible for parole. Erica Hernandez, KSAT 12 News.
And now Eduardo Torres still has another case to worry about. He and his brother were also charged with aggravated robbery in an incident that took place 2 weeks after that murder. A court date for that has not yet been scheduled.